and see if we can get them out of the storm as quick as possible. But also keep your eyes out to see if we can find out what's causing it.
Okay, so you guys are beginning the heavy slog into the center of town, effectively.
Yep.
Now, I'm just gonna get got a handout here for the town of Beliard for what the map generally looks like. But as you kind of head towards the center and you see broken houses, this cloud above is just unrelenting, and the force of pressure of the water is almost buckling you at some points. It is very unnatural in its ferocity and its strength. And let's get you to the right page. It's just an example of kind of the center-ish of town. Okay, here we are. Sorry. What do you want to say, Gibble?
Oof. Oh, just oof. Sucks to be this town.
Yeah, so I mean,
Oof.
normally it looks quite nice. It's kind of you push in through the streets. Oh, sorry, this one's not centered. There is devastation. You can hear people calling out for help, but I mean, there's so much. I imagine you guys want to try and get to the source before you begin to aid specific people, or what is the plan here?
Going towards the source, but if we come across anybody that like urgently needs help, Gibble will break off to help them out as best he can.
Yeah, I guess I'll use my steed. My warhorse. I could have turned him into Cloud as well to just like get people out of there if possible. It's probably gonna take a while, but still, as many people as possible.
Okay. So for the most part,
They can all that.
all right. I mean, nature is assailing this village. The storm cloud. You don't see kind of any elementals that are harassing the people here. You don't see cultists around. It's just this immense. Now, it's hard to make out pretty much anything because you guys have walked into this curtain of water. Let's get a perception check, please, with disadvantage from anyone that wants to look for any source, anything that could give them maybe a bit more information.
19.
Pretty good.
Sticks.
Okay. So as you are trying to push towards the center of town, I mean, you eventually get to this kind of opening with this large tree. The tree is no longer there, though. It's just been kind of pushed down into the ground. Well, it is there, but the branches are kind of cracked and splayed out, almost like it's been flattened. The houses around, kind of roofs and lots of bits of them are just being carried away, swept towards the Dessarin River. Gibble, you just make out in the center of this area, kind of about... Sorry, there's a bit of feedback, and it's gone. Wait.
It's coming from X.
I think that might be...
It's coming from no one.
No, he muted himself and it's... No problem. Okay, well, it's gone. About 20 feet up in the air is this strange... I mean, it's hard to say more water because the air is pretty much 100% water at the moment, but like almost like just this ball of swirling, violent liquid.
Yeah, find the cause. We should probably figure out a way to deal with this thing. It's like a water ball.
Like, if it's like the other one, we probably have to find the magic weapon with the soul and toss it in there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's the Nexus. I think it's just a spirit of some sort.
Well, then do you want me to go hit it?
Let's just hit it.
Maybe? I don't fucking know.
I'll go.
Yeah, go punch it, Helios.
I'll go hit it.
I'll go next to him.
How far? How high up?
About 20 feet in the air.
Oh, I can't help you.
I guess I'll throw a spear at it, like.
Okay. Give me an attack roll with disadvantage. Yeah. it just gets flung back around and just like gets lodged into your shoulder. You kind of pull it out and throw it on the ground.
Huh?
Oh, that was a perception check with a natural 1. Never mind, I misread that. With a 9, it gets blown aside in the torrential power of the storm, and you can't even get close. It looks like this orb is like pulsing up into the air, and as you guys kind of watch, there's this sudden, rapid gain of shifting of energies as the orb dissipates, and it's almost like it gets pushed up into the cloud itself, dispersing its energy into the thunderstorm, and you almost feel that the rain become renewed as it hammers down, showing no sign of relenting. But unfortunately, there's no source to speak of anymore.
I think we should focus on getting people out first. Keep an eye out if we can figure out a way to end this. But
Can
people
anyone
first.
dispel magic?
Well, I can't.
Onyx?
I can't either. I have counterspell, not dispel magic.
Not higher level enough. I will in the future.
Okay, so let's see here. X. This would put it something within you. While holding Windvane, you felt a ability to produce possibly a similar effect. However, by channeling the elements of air.
And this is the element of water.
Yeah, it would seem that way. Everything, and you guys are kind of just dragging people out. You're seeing, like as you're helping one person, another person goes flying past you in the water. It's chaos out here. There's kind of a hill nearby to the north of the town where people are congregating out of the water.
As we're saving people, have you seen a glorious weapon? Someone holding a glorious weapon nearby.
The most you'll get out of the people here is that
You muted.
Thanks. The most you'll get out of people here is that some hooded figures moved into town. They put some kind of chest on the ground. They opened it, and this orb floated into the air, and they left. And kind of as people were gathering to see what happened, it pulsed out with energy, and this rapid cloud formed over the town. And fast forward about an hour or two, that's where you guys come in.
Wasn't our fault,
And
guys.
the chest still up there.
I mean, it's most likely long been washed away in the deluge.
I want to ask one of the townspeople, does this repeat? Does that orb come back, or is this the first time it's disappeared?
No, this is the first time it's disappeared.
Okay.
And as you're dragging them out, one of the people will note that the box did look funny. It looked like one of the kids shouts out that it had strange symbols on it that he couldn't understand.
Can he draw the symbol, like on the ground?
One moment, he should be able to, in fact. So, yes, it would be a symbol that you recognize as one relating to the monks in the hills that gave you guys a bit of trouble a while back. So, the earth, kind of the sign of the earth cult, strangely enough.
Do we want to go storm their base and just kick them all down?
But this doesn't very seem earthy now, does it?
No, but I don't think we'll get answers out of this town. And they're the only other base
Yeah, it sounds
location we know.
What about Rivergale?
Yeah.
That's true. What would be closer, Riverdale or that monastery?
Well, we're closer to the monastery.
Rivergard Keep, I think, is what you are referring to, but you would be closer
Yeah.
to the monastery, yes.
Yeah, I'd still say we go for the monastery then. Maybe they colluding.
I mean, the keep is probably
Do we
just
want
a
to?
moat fortress at the moment with the current weather. Sorry, X, what you saying?
Oh, I was going to ask what time of the day it is and whether we should head out the next day or immediately.
We can still use the cloud wind. We have that active for 8 hours, and it's not concentration. So if you want, we just need 1 minute.
So you could travel
Works for
6,000 feet in a minute?
Yes, you can only take the dash action. So that's the only like downside. You're kind of useless when
So
you are a cloud.
travel just over a mile a minute is what I'm seeing here.
I
Yeah.
think.
We're fast
Really
as fuck, boy. Does
Well-
take a minute to transform back and forth, though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
only
no.
drawback. Anyway,
So for the most part,
completely
Beliard is
useless
just
spell. A
this...
whole minute.
Yeah, right. Beliard is just...
So it takes 16
ranked.
minutes to get to the Sacred Stone Monastery. So 20.
This is really a stupid spell.
yeah, I agree. It's super stupid.
Well, it's a 6th level transmutation.
Yeah,
Maybe it shouldn't have been on that necklace, is more the thing.
you can divine smite it if you want. I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, I might say this one is one use.
Yeah, that's fine. I say that.
Because this will
I,
just
I would have
break the
used it.
rest of
I
the
think even if
campaign.
it was one use, I would use it anyways because of this. This is very urgent. Like,
And so, I mean, in that case, are you taking the time to help the people? Because you could really make a difference here.
Yeah, I think that was our original plan.
Okay, so
That's what we
unfortunately...
came here to do.
Cool. Well, the elemental blow's been struck. The town of Beliard looks extremely damaged. It's going to take a lot of gold and a lot of time to bring it back, but with your help, a lot of lives are saved, and for the most part, people flee into the surrounding hills, and there's a couple of larger outlying farms that are able to house a lot of the people here in trouble. It's kind of everything north, thankfully, to the north of Beliard is kind of slightly elevated, so there are a fair few people in that area that can take in members from the town for now, until everybody rebuilds. But that's what they're good at doing. There's just strong people here, and you can see while they are kind of thrown out of their homes, they still turn to each other to help and aid. It does take a good couple of hours, and you guys are left extremely tired at the end of it, and pulling people out of the water. Depends on how long you want to stay here. I would say to kind of make a proper difference, it would at least be like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah,
yeah, I think we should stay
If
as
not
long as
longer.
it takes.
Fine by me.
as long as we need to.
Okay, I mean you can see the gratitude in the people's faces here as kind of families reunited and led to the safety and the warmth of the burning fires in the nearby farms, where they're kind of accepting people and getting them all sorted out. And just as you go around, is there any further information you would like to gather about the event? Anything you'd like to ask the townspeople here while they're recovering?
What did the people look like? Like the people in that released the spirit? Were they dressed up in like stone armor? Were they like what? How were they dressed?
Let's see here. So a couple of people chime up that the one person, one of the people turned around, and I swear he had looked to be like a barnacle running along the side of his face or something like that. You can hear some of the kids. The woman had a sword that had an animal's teeth on it.
Yeah, that's definitely the water cult. And I must have just got the box from the stone cult.
If anyone would like to give me an Arcana check to try and ascertain anything else about the situation.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Dave, the arcane master, will give a check.
I
I'm
think
not gonna roll, but I can't
it's
do
a
any worse.
beast.
Well, guys, let me explain. Let me educate you.
So 17 is high, but this it's not high enough to meet the DC on this, unfortunately.
Let me educate you guys. I don't know jack shit about this.
So yeah,
Oh.
I think it's still the more impressive that the main two spellcasters got a 1 and a 0.
Do we have an intelligent person in our party? Oh, we
No.
don't at all. We don't need. We don't need intelligence.
We had one. He died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what intelligence gets you.
Lightning bolt said.
I mean, nerds die.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
couple of hours, you kind of resting, you being past warm bits of stew and fresh bread and meats that have been kind of being handed out to the refugees here on the surrounding farms where people have retreated to, kind of waiting for the storm to pour out, because there's not much you can do. Well, it showed no sign of easing up. It's still just pelting down like a wall of water, so everyone's just backing off for now. They're going to see what happens, I guess.
So what's our plan? Do we plan to go to the monastery and deal with that, or
well, we can't really get to Rivergard Keep at the moment. Like, flooded. And, while I do believe we do need to deal with them soon, I don't believe it's the best time to deal with it when they're in their element.
I think we should use this spell while we just have it.
Yeah.
Like, we should go to some. Like, we can assault them pretty quickly without them.
You should have just used this and gone to shop at Neverwinter yourself.
True.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how
That
far
was
is
how-
Neverwinter again? It's not too late, you know, guys. It's not too late. It's pretty fast.
to be fair, we did talk about that when you were away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm eyeballing this from my poster map, like
It's not too late.
180 miles. So what's that? 180
180.
minutes, 2 hours. It's like
We literally still
We can
could.
go. We still can go there and back. Still, it would make sense. We just need to like make the shopping quick.
Well, can I
Too
get
late.
can I buy another scroll of Windwalk?
But
That's
don't worry,
funny
they
as
are
hell.
giving you a bit of extra value because, I mean, everyone who has contacts in the town is coming out to help you guys with this because of what you've done for the people.
Yeah, we probably couldn't get as much. We just went unreported.
Yeah, but I think dealing with the cost is a bit more important than shopping.
I mean, shopping's more fun though. Honestly.
Oh, definitely, but
Yeah. So I think we
We-
should assault some sort of. Like we don't exactly well we know where the fire cult is actually, right? They're just do you wanna surprise them? Who do you want to surprise? We have one
I think we're going to
surprise.
see.
But I agree. We take advantage of the fast travel while we.
Well, we can, yeah.
Uh,
Get the Sacred
actually-
Stone Monastery.
do we
Oh.
think taking care of the Rivergard Keep might actually be the better play here?
I think it's impossible though, right? It's like flooded completely.
We can fly.
Yeah.
No, but like when we get there, it's gonna be underwater. That's what I think.
Well,
I thought.
There'd probably be some parts that aren't underwater. It does
Oh,
have a huge
okay.
wall around it, and part of it is raised up a large embankment on the side.
I just think like
Yes.
maybe taking care of them while we can get into their base, and they're probably
Yeah, that's a
arrogant
good idea.
to victory.
Well, then, if we're doing this, we should land on the highest thing and work our way down.
Just
Land where there's
no.
Land where there's no people that can attack us, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, roads are moving. Oh yeah. Well, we should land where no one can see us. I don't know if like even attacking is less the problem. They can where it's gonna be harder
Ooh,
for them to
good.
get to us. The map is going crazy.
Don't worry about it.
Those are some great elemental effects are going down
Had
right
to
now.
do that just to move a single fucking X. Anyway,
Yeah, so do we think it's worth attacking the keep while we can fly?
Yeah,
Well,
honestly,
we can easily make it to it, so we could just go and check, see how what the situation is there, and then if we deem it
Actually,
too
that's
fucked,
a
we
good
can go.
point. We can land. We can land on the roof, transform there, and then make our way from the top down.
I feel like I heard this plan before.
Yeah, literally, I said it like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a good idea. It's a good idea though.
No, it's fine.
But-
It's brilliant idea.
But I'm actually. But actually, I have to log off now. I
Oh,
see you guys next week. Sorry
See you
about
next
having
week.
to drop off early, but
no problem, man.
next week I should have more time.
Cool.
at least now you're not
Thanks a
like
lot.
turned by a weapon.
Wait.
See ya.
Just.
So, yeah.
Can we just confirm your votes to go for the keep?
My vote is whatever everyone else wants.
Ooh.
Nice.
Awesome.
Best vote.
Talk to you guys.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
See ya.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's best to go to the keep, like, just have a check on the situation. Because that's,
Yeah, we're never.
like, it doesn't
we never
take,
attack them.
like, and if it's not, like, if it's completely fucked, like, completely underwater, we ignore and go to the safe zone. But if we think there's enough area there to do some damage to the cult, then we go to the cult, keep going to Rivergard.
The one thing we
Land
need
on
to
the
keep
top.
in mind, though, is like how far underground it might go.
True. Well, I could just become a shark.
We can't though. Just
What?
keep in
Why
mind.
can't you become a shark? Come on, man. Black.
Sorry. I can only make us all into clouds. Sorry, my bad.
Ah, that's black.
So useless.
All right. So you guys begin to lift up into the air again, putting Beliard behind you, I imagine, making
Yep.
the most of the what? I mean, you got like 4 hours left of your 8 hours. So, I mean, you can see that the Dessarin River has destroyed its banks. It's flooding over to either side, leaking over into kind of refill old pathways of water that you can now see were probably quite prevalent in the past in the Sumber Hills. Are you kind of following the Dessarin River to the south?
Yes. I think we're gonna scout out the keep, see how flooded it is, if we can invade it, and then we can't go to the monastery otherwise. Attack the keep.
Okay, so it keeps. It's going to be about a 23-minute journey southward as you put on the speed, bursting through the rain. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so eventually you do see, and it's hard to make out much. Well, eventually you do kind of leave the area of the storm, and around it's definitely clearer, even though it's still got cloud cover here and there. The effects of the storm seem to be kind of reverberating now that it's just kind of suddenly popped into existence. It is messing with the local weather. And as you make it to Rivergard Keep, a light drizzle begins to kind of fall from this general area as well. Not much cloud cover, but enough to kind of add to the tumultuous surging mass that is the river. And well, let's get you onto the right map here. Rivergard Keep. Where is this fucking thing? There we go. Okay, so this should all be dark.
That's a cool black square.
Yeah. Let's see, a bit awkward because you guys are approaching from the roof and the maps aren't really made for that. So let's get your description and then we'll put you in the right place here. So Rivergard Keep, as you come down, there's a small castle that overlooks the mighty Dessarin River, which at this point, I mean, it's usually a good half-mile wide at this point, but now even wider. There's a gatehouse and a keep that stand atop below bluff, and you can barely make this out as you kind of swoop down. The walls are built to the water's edge, and on the river bank there is another low tower that guards a boat basin, where keel boats were most likely moored. Now the water's swelled up and is kind of lapping against the base of the buildings in some places. Let's just put a party token down to give you a bit of a view here. Put you right on the corner. Whoops. Okay, so I'll give you a brief aerial go around. We'll say there's a couple of spluttering lights that they're trying to keep up here. Let's give the cards some lights. No, those wouldn't have lights. So, as it stands, there's this large courtyard. In the center, there's a single house here, which is a single story. Now, the water is actually up to this level here. It's to the top of the stairs. It's kind of flooding over the lower wall here where it goes down, and it's kind of wetting the ground around here, causing puddles. So 3 major buildings in this castle, in this fort. And let me just move you around to this side so you can get an idea of the whole place. There's the central single-story building. There's another building up here that looks to be another single-room, single-story building, and then this is kind of the main keep building over here, and this is 2 stories high, with entrances from the wall here and entrances from the ground floor. So you guys are landing on top of that building, I'd imagine. It's the highest structure here.
Yeah. Does it seem like there is any entrance from the roof, or?
No, it does not.
Well, good luck for us.
So do we want to invade this place or the monastery?
I think we're already here. I think we should invade this place. We're whispering. I think we should invade this place. I don't think we can talk in cloud form, also, so we have to revert first.
That's fine. And I mean, there's still quite a bit of wind here, so I mean, the rain is not as bad that we need to have this now. But you can see a couple of guards getting their torches getting whipped around by the weather as they're huddling, pulling their cloaks around themselves, walking along the keep's walls.
Do they seem worried at all?
That's an interesting question. Give me an insight check. It's kind of hard to make out in the storm. Nothing obvious enough that you could tell just by kind of watching their patrols. If you get to it'd probably be easier if you could listen into conversations or see them up close. As you look down the side of the wall, there are a couple of arrow holes indicating at windows into the tower. Not windows so much, more arrow slits. So most likely the average person will not be able to fit down. Let me just, oops, you shouldn't be able to see in there, but I'm just giving you sight around the outside. as you walk to the other side of the tower and look out over the. This would obviously look onto the plains.
Mm.
So actually, I'm just going to turn on daylight mode because I forgot that the storm isn't as bad here. Let's just turn on daylight mode so you guys can see the entire place. We'll put you back inside. Now it's up to you on how to proceed here.
Well, I think we're landing on the roof.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've landed on
we
the roof, so
landed.
this is what you can see from moving around to all the corners and looking out over the place effectively. So what are you doing from here is my question.
How stable does this roof feel?
Pretty damn stable.
Like, hold up a dinosaur level stable?
I mean, that probably wasn't in the requirements for the building construction.
Asking the real hard questions out here.
So just
I'm gonna
yes,
I'm gonna search around the roof to see if there's any weak spots.
an investigation check. In general,
Yeah.
the arrow slits seem to be about 8 inches wide, 4 feet high. Most of the single floor buildings have ceilings that are about 12 feet high, and you do see people patrolling
Oof.
up and down the stairs. There is light coming from some of the castle windows, and the outside walls are 15 feet above ground level. So
So
yeah, yes.
other than me and Onyx, who can easily get down? I mean, it's just me and Onyx. It's not.
Pretty much.
We have a potion of spider climbing, so another person.
Yeah.
You hear one of the doors open, and someone comes out of this building, and you can see as he does, a bit of sound and light comes out with him. Looks to be like a soldier that starts to head over to this larger building here, kind of disappears through a set of double doors.
I don't think we're going to be able to get to this roof. It looks pretty solid to me.
Yeah, guess we need to.
We could let down our robe.
Yeah, why not?
Don't we just
But
become
whereabouts
clouds
is the
again and
question.
fly down?
But it takes a minute. On either way.
Yeah, it's like takes a minute to revert into to become a cloud and to revert back. It's not very good for mid combat.
Yeah, we can't do
Okay,
anything
fine.
while that happens.
And with a hide?
If we go into the building, it's gonna look very suspicious. There is like a cloud flying into the building.
You would be able to.
Are any of these people looking up?
They.
They're real gamers. Gamers don't look up.
You're muted, Nick.
Every now and again, but very rarely, kind of looking up to the storm, looking off into the distance, but they don't seem to be keeping vigil upward.
I think if we're quick, we can just fly into one of like big arrow slits.
What I'm saying is like going into the arrow slits like fast. I think it's gonna work. Going as a cloud is not gonna work because it's like clouds usually don't fly that low and just go into your buildings. That's gonna look
Yeah,
very
but-
suspicious.
But like,
I have another question.
Mhm.
Are we bothering with stealth here?
Clank, clank.
So I mean, there are arrow slits on the northern side of the tower on the second floor, which would kind of be out of the sight of most of the guards up here. You could hover around and kind of take a peek if someone wanted to.
I mean, might as well.
Looks at Onyx.
Maybe look for like an empty room or somewhere safe if you wanted to transform back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Then let's put you over here. Where's my token? Here. The keep second floor, because obviously over on this side is the ground floor. So you guys are technically standing over this part of the building. And you do see 1 arrow slit, 2 arrow slit, 3 arrow slits coming down here. So you can see, first of all, as you move a bit left and right, this one closest to you looks like it opens up into a bedroom of sorts, from what you can tell. Let me just double check, no one is currently present. No, sorry, this is not a bedroom, I'm mistaken. You see bookshelves lining the walls of a room. Most of the bookshelves are empty. It seems to be maybe some kind of old library or something like that, but you let's see. You don't hear the sound of anyone inside. This aristocrat to the side looks down over a balcony that opens up onto a great hall inside the larger building here, and you can hear people talking. You can see people at a large wooden table moving around. Not too many of them, but it's kind of the main area of the whole keep. What do you do from here?
You said this room's unoccupied?
Seems to be correct.
Okay, I'll fly in real quick.
Okay, and yeah, it confirms your suspicions. It does seem to be some kind of old library, and it is also not occupied. There's a single door to the south that you see.
Okay, and then as a cloud, I'm gonna peek through this arrow slit here.
Okay. So it brings you to this area where there's, on the second floor, this balcony with stairs leading down to the first floor. And on the first floor, I'm going to pull you across to the other map. Just bear with me. You would see this. As you kind of peek over, you see that there's a couple of people here in this great hall. It's 2 stories high, and there's stone stairs on either side. Now, there is this long wooden table with a couple of people sitting at it. They do look like, you can see the shark-toothed swords or the various accoutrements that label them as water cultists. There is a strange blue figure as well that is busy striding across the room and speaking to someone out of sight. You can't really see who's sitting at this table here because you are it's below the balcony. So this is what the blue figure that looks like walks over to him, and you hear them begin to converse in a low manner. You can give me a perception check if you'd like to try and eavesdrop. And are you going any further into the room, or are you kind of keeping your position there by the arrow slit?
I'm staying here.
Okay. So perception 5. It's kind of hard to make out with the sound of the rain hitting the roof, people scraping their chairs as they stand up to move around, and a kind of door opens in the distance on the same level as you, somewhere. Well, let's put you back where you are. You're over here. There's a door that opens somewhere down this passage, so you kind of retreat back through the arrow slit, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and I'll go back to the party and tell them what I saw.
Okay, if we can go to that room and pray to God for like a minute. There's no one comes in.
I'm
I think that's
changing!
the best.
Did that
Yeah,
guy
I was
blue seem
thinking that.
in charge?
Excuse me, Helios?
I'm just asking honestly, did the guy in blue seem like he was in charge? The blue
Yeah, it
man.
looked like it. It seemed like it. I could be wrong though.
So,
He was blue, to be fair. So
It's on theme.
yeah.
But
You
I
know,
was
all the
thinking,
unique colored people are always in charge here. That's
we
why
all
I'm in
wanna-
charge.
No.
I was thinking we could go to the balcony and then set up an ambush and just do a lot of damage before they know what's going on, and then kill them
What I
before
was
they get up
thinking
the
was-
stairs.
Like we all go here, except for Gibble. who stays on the roof and becomes a T-Rex.
I can't become a T-Rex.
Ah.
I can summon Paleosaur though.
Basically the same
fine.
thing.
So you want me to summon a Paleosaur inside the garden?
Some of the Peleosaurus here have it cause a distraction. Will kill whoever comes to the corridor.
Oh, righty then.
Why did you become a pirate? Alright then.
Yarr. I do have one question though. How am I going to get in? Because
You have tendrils that you can walk on walls, no?
yeah, but I can't fit the arrow slips. I'm not that small.
Just become
Oh.
a cloud then.
Takes too long.
Takes a minute.
Yeah, fly into this room with us, summon your Peleosaurus or whatever. Or you can wait, if it crushes the roof, you can just jump down.
We
I
don't know if
can go
you
across the roof. It's
Well,
not that heavy.
well then, are you gonna summon it inside?
I was going to summon it outside. We got inside here. Get distraction away from us. I could do it inside as well, down the bottom area here. Yes, correct. I will go down into the room and I'll summon the dinosaur just out into a room.
Okay, so
Yes.
clarify
Summon it at the
this.
top of the stairs, we'll have it run down.
Yes, 20 feet. It's not so much run as flop around.
So what creature are you talking about here? Say it again for me.
Paleosaur. 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 Fucking
Trying to
long-necked
find it.
swim dinosaur.
A plesiosaur.
Yeah, plesiosaur.
Dude, that thing's
Conjure
just gonna like
animals.
flop onto the ground and then its useless fins aren't gonna be able to let it move anywhere.
Excuse me, it has 20-foot move speed.
Oh, that's hardcore, bro. Okay, yeah, that's your choice.
I was about to say it's probably more useful to summon like a rhinoceros or a polar bear.
Summon 8 Velociraptors again.
Please
Oh, right,
don't. Please don't. Makes it so
It
slow.
was. I heard 8 velociraptors. I like that idea.
So you are aware that at somewhere on the second floor there was people, maybe not in that room you looked into, but you did hear them in the distance. There were at least about 4 to 5 people downstairs. You can see that people have been moving kind of in and out of doors, not very often, not enough to give you maybe a proper gauge on them, but you could at least see another 3 to 4 outside. There's a couple of these keeps. At every corner there's these circular it looks to be rooms inside the keeps that are the cornerstones of the fortress. I don't know how to describe it properly.
Oh, I have an idea. Let's get into that room first.
Okay, are you guys going for the old library in Cloud?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so as you all flood in, let's put your tokens down. There's a bit of a squeeze. I'll just leave X outside for now.
No way.
Well, me and Onyx can literally share a space, or me and Onyx and anybody can share a space actually, because we're both smaller.
And you can walk on the walls. You just stand on the ceiling, like upside down. Be like, so this is the plan, guys. Looking down at us.
So, I mean, you find yourselves inside. If anyone wants to make perception checks or I mean, to listen or perception checks to look around the room, investigation checks to search, or just to walk out into the hallway? You know, like what's the plan here?
People will listen out, see what's going on. Kibble's not rolling well with perception today. It's almost an insult to the god or something.
It's all the times you said God doesn't exist with your with Alexander. He's coming back.
So,
Wait, I don't think I've rolled higher than a 10 today.
Yeah.
ouch.
No, I've rolled one higher than a 10. Rolled 112.
Well, as you listen at the door, trying to pick up any information that might help you in the situation. Drinking energy drink, so it's giving me savage burps. There is this smattering of conversation that is far away, kind of signaling it's coming from the first floor. What is more, what interrupts with that, and what is more prevalent in your perception is a room nearby seems to have people that are conversing. It's hard to make out what exactly they're saying because there's like two walls between you, but it's multiple people talking.
Helios is actually hurt.
Excuse me?
I'm asking Helios if he's still hurt. I thought he was healed.
Might just be tokens
very
acting up.
We haven't long rested or anything, have we?
I don't think so, but
You should be fully healed. You guys long rested in
Busy.
the Howling Caves. Oh, then you
Oh,
fought
yeah,
the
then we-
slime.
okay. How much HP were you missing?
23.
I'll lay on hands on you. I think it shouldn't make too much. Does lay on hands make noise? If it does, I won't.
No,
But
I don't think it is.
yeah. So I'll give you. How much you said? 23.
Yeah.
So I'll give you 23.
Cool. Thank
We
you.
need you full HP for this, yeah.
So how are we doing this? Are we just going for it?
Yeah, I think so. That worked in the past. At this point we should just go in. Deal
Alrighty
with the
then.
code.
Are we just charging?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Um,
We're gonna
I'll-
use like the Water Orb as a distraction.
What?
Just like have them run around so not everyone converges on us all at once.
I'm pumped, you know?
I got grip went from a hot tiefling to Sauron.
Yeah, I've set it up properly. It's been-
I heard tieflings from Sauron. The rest was cut out for me.
So
I
you
said
need
it
to
went
see.
from a hot girl to Sauron.
Oh,
Figure out if I add Jess to if I add her, anyone, and then I add that person to your, they can edit and control your sheets, but can't do anything else. Then they can see through you. So I don't have to put party tokens everywhere, which is annoying.
Come on, thinking, no. Well, I can summon a bunch of things and we can just let them go buck wild down there.
yeah. I think I'll bless us right when we start going in, and we just kick some asses.
You know what? I don't think any of us is smart enough for this. Let's just attack him and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Alonzi, Gibble's got to kick down the door
Oh, you've-
and walk out.
Very well.
And I'll cast bless right when that happens. Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna do a strength check to see if Gibble can kick open the door. No. Decent.
13, not so bad. It kind of flicks it just enough to open it from the latch, as it wasn't locked, and this opens up into the hallway. You hear the voices fall to a lull from downstairs. What was that? You hear this kind of gruff voice. You check it out. You also hear
We-
movement in the room to your south. People are moving towards the door. You can hear the door start to open. This door right here.
I think when I see the door start opening, I'll cast Bless. Or I mean, when we open the door, honestly, but yeah.
I'm gonna hold that and wait until they open the door and cast Burning Hands into that room.
Okay, so I think once you do that, that's going to get us all on the initiative. So the door opens. Let's just remove that.
That, bruv.
And you can see what looks to be a guard room. A bunch of people have grabbed their weapons and are moving towards you as you release a torrent of fire into the room, which I believe will get 3. The fourth one in the
15-foot
corner
cone.
should be out of the way,
Yeah.
I believe. Okay, so we get some dex saves. And just double check what their modifiers are. +2 to their saves. So what's your DC currently?
My DC should be 15. Yes.
So 2
15.
saves. Okay, 2 saves. And with that, Bless goes off. I will represent that as well for you. So half, half, and full, and then we're going to roll some initiative as the call for alarm comes out. People screaming in pain as they get flamethrowered. All right.
The Bless is on Helios, me, and X,
X.
the front fighters. Well, Kibu is in the front.
Not you and your rules. I'm God.
Nice. So you always got to put Bless on the guy who's actually concentrating.
Yep.
It's just good manners. Here we go.
That is good manners.
So wait. Oh wait, X is standing. Are we missing someone? No, that's 5 people. Yes, that's 5 people.
Yeah, that's everyone.
Now, jeez, there's a whole fortress full of people to add on the initiative here. So I think I'm not going to do them all separately. Let's do it by type.
Probably doesn't matter. But you need to roll me at advantage.
Fair. Just give me a d20. What did I roll for you? I rolled a 17.
17.
I'll just roll.
Just give
I'll
me
just
a,
roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just
Just
give me
roll a
a
d20.
Give me a d20 and see if it's better. It
Oh,
actually
better.
was. Okay.
I don't think it matters, to be honest.
Well,
It
we'll
might.
see. There's going to be a fair few people here.
no.
These 3 all rolled 19 and they killed Gibble.
They might do. I mean,
My initiative rolls have been awful.
they are just before me, all these ladies. The ones that I just set on fire.
I think I've been last for the past like 5 like battles. David's just
Ouch.
asleep for every battle. He's just like, what? Sorry, what are we doing?
Phew. Okay. So as we get into
Conscience.
things.
Conscience objector.
Let me get some proper combat music.
Do they end up
here.
getting my shield?
You got
Not
all.
yet.
You got
Oh.
all your mundane weapons. Those were all okay. Yes. A plain quarterstaff, a plain great axe, and a plain shield. I think that's what all you ordered.
And we didn't have time to. I probably didn't have time to attune to the ring, right? Ring of protection. So I don't have it yet.
Yeah, we
We
probably.
basically we got the ring and then we flew to get to
Yeah.
the town and then back.
True.
I don't need it anyways.
Okay.
We'll be fine. Nothing bad ever happens.
Yeah, and when you get hit.
So, with that, are you guys? First of all, are you guys prepared for a bit of a long combat?
Always.
I need to go at. I probably won't because I need to go at 8.
Which
That's
is
the latest.
how long from now?
That is 48 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is going to be at least an hour. This combat. There's a lot of people here, so maybe we should leave this one for next time.
Yeah.
Sure, sounds
Sounds
good.
That
about
also
right.
gives X, the chance to be in the big
Definitely chance.
Barney.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and then you can go and genocide again, I guess.
Yeah, genocide.
Genocide! Yay!
Culticide. All right, guys.
Wait,
yeah.
would this be
Yes.
would this be Ratricide? No, not Ratricide. Patricide, because we're dealing with cults.
I don't know these words. The
Patricide is
the
the death
killing
of a
of
father
one's
or a
father?
priest.
No, I wouldn't think so. I have no idea. Anyway, it needs to be done regardless. Cool. I'll see you guys next time for another huge all-out brawl.
Yep. See you next time.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.